Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is September 7th, 2021. Now, today marks the 3-year anniversary since the death of the rapper Mac Miller, who supposedly died from an apparent drug overdose. And he died at the age of 26. So, someone asked me to revisit this story. So, we're going to look at the numbers and show the ritual with his death and how his death is connected to his ex-girlfriend Ariana Grande, who was 25 at the time of his death. And Mac Miller died on 9/7, like 97. And of course, 97 is the 25th prime number. And in Gematria, the word death is 97 and 25. So he dies on 9/7 while his ex-girlfriend is 25 years old. So let's take a look at this death. So Mac Miller, he was born Malcolm James McCormick. Notice his name is 79 in Gematria, and he died on September 7th, a day that's written 7/9 like 79. Now the word murder is also 79. Society of Jesus is also 79. The Jesuits, once again. And the day he died was the day with 54 numerology. Jesuit orders 54. And the reflection of 97 is the reflection of 79 is 97. You know, September 7th can also be written 97 and 79. Supposedly he died from fentanyl and cocaine. The term fentanyl equals 97 in Gematria, and he died on 9/7 from a drug overdose. Now, notice he was born on January 19th on 119. Let me show you guys what fentanyl equals in Gematria. In Gematria, fentanyl is 97. He died on 9/7 on September 7th. And it's also 119, like his January 19th birthday. And notice fentanyl is also 34 and 38. The term rapper is 34 and 38. Just like the word murder. Murder is 34 and 38. And, of course, he died on 9/7. And notice murder is also 83. His last album came out on August 3rd, right before his death, titled Swimming. And in that album, the album cover, he was laying in a coffin, which I'll get into. He had a music video titled Self Care. And the whole music video, it takes place inside of a coffin. But that album came out on August 3rd. And then he ended up dying on 7/9 from fentanyl. And fentanyl is 34 and 38, just like murder and rapper. But from his birthday to the day that he died on September 7th, 3 years ago, it was a span of 33 weeks. The name Miller is 33. That song that I'm talking about of him in the coffin, it was titled Self Care. Think about it. He died from an overdose, titled Self Care. Clearly, this guy did not take care of himself, right? But the name of that song, where he's in the coffin, it equals 33 in Gematria. And he died 33 weeks after his birthday. And, of course, Miller's 33. Now, he was Ariana Grande's boyfriend at the time. And his death is very connected to Ariana Grande. 33 weeks is also a span of 231 days. And her name in Gematria, her stage name, Ariana Grande, it equals 231. And Mac Miller died 231 days after his birthday, which is also 33 weeks. And the name of his ex-girlfriend, Ariana Grande, it equals 231, like the span of days from his birthday to his death. Now, he died from overdose. Overdose it equals 113 in Gematria. The number that has a lot to do with deception. You see how it also equals 41? Think about who died yesterday. The actor Michael Williams. 41 weeks after his birthday. But overdose is 113. I noticed Grande, his ex-girlfriend's name, also 113. And that's the number connected with deception, right? Mainstream, dishonest, not true, fiction, bullshit, all 113. All those words that deal with deception, they have a gematria value of 113, right? like divorce, infidelity, and so on. So I learned that these two had a song called "The Way," which came out in 2013 on March 26th. You know what's funny? Ariana Grande was born in 1993. From the release of this song on March 26, 2013, to the death of Mac Miller, it's a span of 1,993 days. I mean, that is just crazy. And then Ariana Grande was born in 1993. But look, that song came out on March 26, and this rapper died 3 years ago. Well, let me see. Look up the official release date. The Way release dates. It's just crazy how they do this stuff. I mean, okay, so yeah, so March 26th. Strange, I'm getting 100 and 190. Earlier I was getting 1,993. Now I'm getting 1,992, which is strange. It's possible that the day that they reported the death was the next day, right? That's what it was? No, they actually reported on the same day. I'll come back to this. Earlier I was getting 1,993, like the year that she was born, but it's possible that I made a mistake on this, but I don't think so. Earlier, I did see that. It doesn't make sense for it to be 1992 when she was clearly born in 93. So I'll come back to that. Let me just finish with the presentation. So the name of the song that they had together is called The Way. And the name of the song, it equals 26, and Mac Miller died at the age of 26. And notice his ex-girlfriend's name is also 26. The word God is also 26. He died at the age of 26. And his girlfriend was born on the 26th of June. And notice that date can be written 26/6. The Jesuit logo, Isis Hamanon Salvatore, that equates to 266, excuse me. Think about how Pope Francis is the 266th Pope, and he's the first openly Jesuit Pope. But from her birthday that year to the death of her ex-boyfriend, Mac Miller, he died 73 days after her birthday. And of course, sacrifice is 73. If you include the end date, that means he died on her 74th day of her age. And rapper, killing, gematria, they all equal 74. Jewish, occult, I think Masonic as well. It's a long list of 74s, but Masonic, Jewish, gematria, killing, rapper, all 74. And he died on the 74th day of his ex-girlfriend's age, and also 73, which is connected to sacrifice. Now, this is crazy because on May 10th, they broke up, supposedly. So right before his death, they split up. They made this big announcement that they were going to remain best friends. Him and Ariana Grande, right? And this news story came out on May 10th. Notice this. This is the kicker here. So from May 10th, the day that they announced that they was going to break up, to the death of Mac Miller, 121 days. And what we know about that number? Plus sacrifices 121. She said in the article that they wanted to remain best friends. And of course that phrase stems to 121. He died 121 days after that announcement. Isn't that crazy? It's just crazy stuff. So this was his last album, and he's sitting inside of a coffin in his last album, which came out on 8/3. And remember, Murder's 83 and 79. The album came out on 8/3. He ended up dying on 9/7 or 7/9. But just think about it. His last album, he's just sitting in a coffin. And if you watch one of the most popular songs in that album is titled Self Care, right? Self Care is 33. He died 33 weeks after his birthday. The entire music video, he's inside of a coffin. And this album released on August 3rd, right? From the release of the album to his death is 35 days, and Coffin is 35. Just like rap, Catholic, he died from an overdose, right? OD is 35. Crazy stuff. His last album, he's inside of a coffin. And they do this a lot with a lot of these rappers. Think about Biggie Smalls. His last album was titled, well, he had 2 albums, but the album before his death was titled Ready to Die, and then he ended up dying. Then he had another album called Life After Death. Tupac, same thing, right? All Eyes on Me. And then he dies 213 days after the release of the album in the drive-by shooting. When drive-by shooting is 213, death is 213. The album All Eyes on Me releases on February 13th on 2/13. They do this so much, and nobody notices it because nobody's paying attention. God does a whole music video inside of a coffin, and then he titles the song Self-Care and dies from an overdose. Oh, Lord. Yeah, but him and his girlfriend broke up 121 days before his death. A blood sacrifice, clearly. The two decided to remain best friends. Just crazy stuff. I mean, this stuff goes on every single day with all these celebrities, and yet so few people know about it. Even though they do all this symbolism. I mean, you don't even need the numbers. Just look at them. They always doing the 666 fingers. They always covering their mouth. They always, they letting people know they're keeping a secret. People don't want to find out what that secret is. I mean, I think you should. Especially those of you who choose to put a needle in your arm. What is this secret? Well, why is this all these celebrities dying in connection to the number 33? We just had a Instagram model die at the age of 33. Known for pornography, right? She was a model on OnlyFans, right? What is sex in Gematria? 33? Go look up Mercedes Moore, the Instagram model who died at the age of 33. Known for her naked pictures on OnlyFans. And nudity is 33. The guy named Miller dies 33 weeks after his birthday. Come on, man. People got to wake up already. And then he puts out an album on 83. And then just think about how many times we talk about that number, 83. Murder's 83. The song Murder by Numbers, it came out in 1983. Murder by Numbers. Go look up the music video to the YNW Melly song. See if I can pull it up. Murder on My Mind. That came out on August 3rd. I think it came out on the same day as his album. Funny. Yeah, it did. 3 years ago. This music video, Murder on My Mind, came out the same day as the release of this album. Murder on My Mind. This album, this rapper died. Well, he got locked up. He didn't die. He got locked up in a big 213 ritual. Let me show you what they did with YNW Melly. So supposedly he's in prison for killing his 2 best friends. The song Murder on My Mind came out on August 3rd, 2018. His friends died exactly 84 days after the release of that song. The same day that the album Swimming came out from Mac Miller. But look, in 2018, YNW Melly's friends died 84 days after the release of that record. You can look this up. They were killed on October 26, 2018, exactly 84 days. The name of his crew, they were known as, the YNW stands for Young Nigga World. Which equals 84. And his friends died 84 days after the release of Murder on My Mind, which came out on 83, like our Murder is 83, right? YNW was arrested early the next year, in 2019, on February 13th. And Young Nigga World is 213. And supposedly the police say, well, they asked YNW what happened to his friends. He said that his friends died in the drive-by shooting. And drive-by shooting is 213 and 84. And there's also 192, like Young Nigga World. They asked YNW what happened to your friends. He said they died in a drive-by shooting. 84 days after Murder on My Mind came out. I mean, this stuff is just in your face, and they do this all the time. Look up what day he got arrested. Look, YNW date of arrest. And the guy name is Demons, right? Crazy. I don't think a mother's gonna name. I don't know. I don't want to argue with people in the comment section, but I mean, who names? What kind of name is Demons? Look what it says here. When is YNW Melly coming home? On February 13th, on 2/13/2019, YNW Melly was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. On 2/13, huh? How come? Well, because Young Nigga World is 2/13, just like drive-by shooting, and this drive-by shooting took place 84 days after Murder on My Mind. That's why. And he killed the 2 members of YNW. It was only 3 members. He was one of the 3. And he killed the other 2. Allegedly, right? Because he's still in prison. But yeah, that song came out the same day that this album was released. So they do the same rituals over and over again with all these rappers, and nobody seems to be noticing any of it. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds of all this just being organic? Let's see. Just to show you guys that his friends were killed on October 26th. So YNW Melly friends death date. Let's see if it comes up. Look what it says right here. So this news article says it right in the headline. YNW's, take out all these pop-ups. YNW Melly said his friends were killed in a drive-by shooting. But that's not what the bullets reveal, cops say. Okay. I'm going to show you guys what date his friends were murdered. So he turned himself in on 2/13 on February 13th. It says it right here. It says here that his friends Williams, who was also called YNW Sack Chaser, and Thomas, 19, whose stage name was YNW Juvie, were also music stars. And it says here that on October 26th, video from the New Era recording studio at 805 Northeast 4th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale showed the 4 men leave a Jeep Compass SUV at 3:20 a.m. So it was on October 26th when this death happened, 84 days after Murder on My Mind. Members of YNW were killed in a drive-by shooting, according to Mr. YNW Melly. So again, they do the same thing over and over with all these celebrities, and yet nobody notices. And just notice, murder is 83. How many more examples do we need? Why would you? I mean, since when has it been cool to take a picture covering your mouth? For what reason? Does it stink in the room? Why are they covering their mouth? It's because they're keeping a secret. So I'll end it there. I'll come back live later on today and cover some other stuff. But rest in peace, Mac Miller. If you are dead, I don't think you are, but whatever. I'm not here to prove that. And if you're not on Instagram, feel free to join us on Instagram. I make a lot of posts here. I actually just uploaded a video that I can't upload on YouTube, showing some 9/11 predictive programming. I know I was gonna say that. I said that I was gonna come back today and do some 9/11 stuff. I don't want to get flagged for using other people's videos, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna post them on my Instagram page. Instagram doesn't mind you using other people's videos, so watch this video here. There's 2 parts to it. There's a lot of predictive programming for 9/11, and these 2 videos show a lot of it. How they put 9/11 predictive programming in films and cartoons, and also books and other medias. But I can't put these videos on YouTube. I'll get a copyright strike. And I know I said I was going to come back and talk about the predictive programming in Back to the Future. I'm also gonna put that video up on Instagram. That way I don't get a copyright strike on it on YouTube. So, yep. And you guys heard about this guy dying today, the Tiger King zookeeper Eric Cowie. He died at the age of 53. 53, right? Watch this. His name is Eric Cowie, 53 in Gematria. He was in the show Tiger King, 53 in Gematria. He was the zookeeper in the show, 53 in Gematria. And he is dead today at the age of 53. I mean, call this stuff a coincidence if you like, but this stuff is in your face every single day. Look at this. Tiger King, 53. Zookeeper, 53. Eric Cowie, 53. Dead at 53. Oh, Lord. What a joke this stuff is. But thanks, everyone, and I'll be back later on today.